in terms of red ball cricket. Two questions. I've got 10 more minutes. One, when I see the Indian Test team, between a period we were right up there. We were perhaps the best Test team in the world, multiple times winning the Test mace. Is that the change that your generation, that earlier overseas India wouldn't win? But now we have learnt that art, beating Australia in Australia, challenging South Africa in South Africa, challenging England in England. Is winning a Test series away from home the pinnacle of a cricketer's career?
It is, without any doubt. If you ask any young player, someone like Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill, you ask them, what is the best thing you would want in Test cricket? And their answer will be to win a Test series away from home, whether it's New Zealand, whether it's England, whether it's Australia, whether it's South Africa, but winning a Test series away from home, and that is where a player always wants to perform well. Because in the Indian conditions, when you score 100, yes, you feel good about it. Media will praise you, but you will get the best compliment when you start scoring overseas. And any player, not just a batter, but even a bowler. Bowlers are always looking forward to overseas tours because fast bowlers, they need those conditions. In India, it's slightly tougher for them to pick wickets. But even for a spinner, the challenge is to be successful overseas. So whenever Indian team wins a Test match or a Test series, the celebration is different, the satisfaction is different. And before any series, even if you look at the preparation, now most of the times, despite the schedule, we will have 2 to 3 weeks of preparation before Indian team travels to any overseas country. So that is the pinnacle of any cricketer's career, that to win a Test series overseas.
Now a tough one. Cheteshwar Pujara was instrumental in winning India the 2018 series, the 2021 series. And then I see a young rookie getting 14, 15 crores in the IPL. Do you feel bad about it?
Not at all.
And why? How can it be?
Look, when I started playing cricket, there was no money. I never started playing this game for money. I am thankful to God for allowing me to have played more than 100 Test matches for the country. And for me, cricket is never about money. It is passion. It is love for the game. So if someone is getting paid more, I'm not jealous. I'm not worried because I'm very content in my life. I'm very happy with my life. And for me, it is about contributing to the Indian cricket rather than, looking at the financial. I mean, someone is getting X number of money. I think they deserve it. They have worked hard for it. And it is good. See, when I started playing for the Indian team in Test format, the match fees were a lot higher than the previous generation. So they were never jealous of me getting paid more because someone like Rahul Bhai, Lakshman Bhai, although they are great players, but they were not paid same number of money which I got when I started playing for the Indian team. So the times do change and players do get paid more, and that is how it should be. Because we are living in an era where T20 format is more popular, and that's the truth. I mean, yes, the hardcore cricket fans will always love Test format, but the game is moving forward and we'll have to accept that T20 format will have a bit more commercial value, and the players who are successful in that format will get paid more. So there is nothing wrong in it. They should get paid more. But the only request I would have is to focus on playing for the country first rather than focusing on playing the franchise cricket.
So Cheteshwar Pujara is classical music, T20 is Bollywood, and both are fine. It's the market need. The market dictates. Who are we to criticize the market? Last couple of questions. You have played under many captains. Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. I'm not asking you to rate them who's the best, but give me a flavor. MS, how does he stand out? Virat, what stands out in Virat? And Rohit, what stands out in Rohit?
I'll start with Mahi Bhai. I made my debut when Mahi Bhai was the captain of Indian Test team. The quality which he possesses is to stay calm under pressure. And he never panics. Although there are times where we had a tough bowling unit, we used to play with 4 bowlers in playing 11 to strengthen our batting lineup, and there were times where we had conceded more than 500 runs overseas. But he realized that we didn't have the best of bowling lineup, and that's when he started working on finding fast bowlers who could bowl more 140 kilometers an hour. And after that, Mahibai retired in 2015, and we started seeing the success with the Indian team little later. But Mahibai was the one who started that work. He realized what is the strength and weaknesses, what are the strengths and weaknesses of the Indian team. So he understood the team really well. For him, it was always about the team. It was about paying attention to each and every player, paying attention to the support staff. So for him, it wasn't about him. It was just about the team. And that's how he led the team. Talking about Virat, he came in, I mean, he became captain after Mahibai retired from test format. And he has been an aggressive player. And that reflected in his captainship as well. He has been an aggressive captain. He wanted to win series overseas. That's how he started his captainship, because his first captainship was in Australia in 2015. We lost that test series, but after that, he told that this is our goal. Whenever we play overseas, we want to win. We are not just going to go there and compete, but whenever we go there, our attitude will be to win test series away from our home. And all the guys did believe. We had quality fast bowlers then. And then we started winning test series overseas. And, you know, that has become a hallmark of the Indian test side, that we won in Australia twice. And then we started performing well in South Africa and England. So, you know, that talking about Virat's captainship, I mean, he had led the test side for quite a long time. And he paid a lot of attention to fitness as well. That is something which he has worked himself. So that's the strength of Virat. And talking about Rohit, Rohit is always himself. He stays calm. He doesn't filter. When he's talking to the players, he will say whatever is there in his heart. There is no second thought about, if he thinks something, he will straight away tell the player that this is what he feels. And he's a team man. Look, he's someone who has made a big sacrifice in terms of when we look at the white ball cricket, especially the ODI format, the way he bats in the first 10 overs, being fearless, you know, leading from the front, that this is how we want to play cricket in one-day format. It doesn't matter how many runs he scores. For him, it's about getting that early start for the team. Within the power play, you want 70-80 in first 10 overs. And he's the one who will do 30 ball, 45 or 50. But whenever he gets there, he's not thinking about his score. He's just thinking about how he needs to play for the team. And that's the biggest positive, I would say, because sometimes when you are an opener, when you get in 30 balls, when you get 45 or 50, then you always feel like, if I play slowly, if I play another 10-15 overs, I can always get to 100. And it's very easy to get to 100. But for him, it's about putting the team first. And that's the biggest quality Rohit has.
Last question. What is the... Yeah, absolutely. What is the, 100 plus test matches, so many hundreds, so many great innings for India. If I ask you to choose one that you will not trade for anything, the greatest moment in Cheteshwar Pujara's career so far, because it's, as I said, I want you in that England team. But what is the one that you will talk about?
I'll have to choose two, because winning winning test series on Australian soil for the first ever time in, more than 71 years in 2018, when we won that test series, that's the biggest achievement of my test career so far. And after that, in 2020 and 21, when we did that again on Australian soil, after having so many hurdles, we lost so many players because of the injury. Virat had to come back. And no one believed that India can repeat the history. India can win against Australia again with their full side, because in 2018, everyone used to say that they didn't have David Warner and Steve Smith, but they were back in the squad. So to win the series again was probably the best achievement the Indian team has had.
Thank you to all of you for being such a wonderful audience. Thank you very much.